The brand new Apple Watch Ultra might come out in 2025. Many of you are very looking forward to this watch, and I am as well. We will talk about 5 of the most important changes the next 2025 version of the Apple Watch Ultra could bring about. Now, let me provide you a fast summary of the Apple Watch Ultra's present history, which is why I believe it could be published. Released in 2022, the initial model of the Apple Watch Ultra was the finest watch available. If I may use such language, it was especially designed for extreme events. So, this is perfect for people who like demanding hiking, such as those who like walking in the Antarctic or the desert. This watch is perfect for you, for example, if you like mountain climbing and related pursuits. For example, if you prefer scuba diving over just snorkeling, you would have to go deeper into the water. There is no question that this is the perfect kind of watch to buy. For this, it's just incredible. Just a year later, in 2023, we received a tiny update for the Apple Watch Ultra 2, which contained, among other things, a new chip and a brighter screen. That was about it. With the exception of the titanium tint, the Apple Watch's actual design and color remained unchanged. But it wasn't until 2024 that Apple launched, say, a darker titanium color, the gray one, but other than that, we haven't really had any advancements. We have the natural titanium and that space-tight gray. The only other updates to the Apple Watch Ultra 2 were the new band that was offered. However, nothing changed in terms of the watch's hardware. However, it does indicate that a lot could change by 2025. And the first important development we noticed had to do with the Apple Watch Ultra 5's new design. You can see some renders of what this might actually look like as we go ahead. What we could actually get is a new design that is significantly thinner than the present Apple Watch. This design is around 15% thinner than the one we currently have. A larger display on the Apple Watch Ultra 3, indeed, the largest display on any Apple Watch to date, could be the second substantial boost that comes with this new design. Ironically, the 2024 release of the Apple Watch Series 10 was somewhat bigger than the Apple Watch Ultra 2. The fundamental reason for this is that the Series 10 Apple Watch has an edge-to-edge display, whereas the Ultra 2 and Ultra 1 still have a bezel around them, making them somewhat smaller. But if Apple were to truly remove this bezel totally, the display would be the largest one available, which would be absolutely stunning to view. Additionally, Apple might make this somewhat larger than it is today, making it the largest display on an Apple Watch possible. Moving on to the third upgrade, which similarly keeps the display the same, the display itself may be fully revamped from the ground up. According to this speculation, the upcoming Apple Watch may come with a brand new OLED display. This is an LTPO3 OLED display, which is comparable to what we now have on the Apple Watch Series 7. One of the primary advantages of this form of display is that you can view your smartphone from a range of angles without facing glare or other difficulties. The Ultra 2 and Ultra 1 do not yet feature this sort of display, but it is probable that the Ultra 3 will, given that the Series 10 does, making the Ultra the greatest Apple Watch option. The fourth upgrade introduced satellite connectivity, commonly known as SOS Calling. This means that the display may be much brighter at different viewing angles, and there was even a prospect that Apple would enhance the nits from the current 3000 nits to something like 3500 nits, enabling us to have a bit brighter outdoor display on the watch. That the Apple Watch Ultra would eventually receive this. In actuality, the first version of the Apple Watch Ultra was announced at the same time as this SOS, as you are aware. Satellite connection is accessible on both the iPhone 14 Pro and the basic iPhone 14, hence it was unexpected that we did not obtain it. In my perspective, it would be more logical for the watch to incorporate this functionality, which the Ultra 2 also lacks. It appears like Apple may finally be upgrading this, which would be wonderful if you want to go trekking, It makes a lot of sense to have this functionality built into the watch, especially considering it currently contains eSIM and other related functionalities. We're going to have this update incorporated into it, which will be great to see, followed by the fifth upgrade, which will also deal with connectivity, whether you're climbing a mountain, traveling through the Sahara Desert, or engaging in any other extreme sport out there. Is that we have finally been informed that we may see 5G capability on an Apple Watch for the first time. This will assist in connection, music streaming, and other areas, and it will undoubtedly benefit now that 5G networks have clearly increased in recent years. It will also aid with eSIM phone calls and other duties. Please let me know in the comments if you feel there will be a new iPhone and Apple Watch. Finally, I'd like to tell out that there are still many fraudsters and spammers out there, which is bad. People who imitate me commonly employ Instagram direct message, Telegram, and WhatsApp. Please report and ignore these guys. When will the Apple Watch Ultra 3 be introduced, and at what price? It will most likely be released in September. When exactly will this happen? We'll be able to put the new Apple Watch Ultra 3 on our wrists for the first time, which is rather amazing, but what about the price? Apple generally hosts an event in the early teens of September, and have done it for years. So it's likely to happen around that time. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 will be unveiled alongside, say, some AirPods, and more significantly, the iPhone 2. However, we'll be guessing when the Apple Watch Ultra 3 will be unveiled, which is scheduled to appear between 10 days and 2 weeks after the Apple event. This one, I will admit, is challenging. The Apple Watch Ultra 2, which currently costs for $799 and offers a basic band with no customization possibilities for the band or other design components, may differ with all of these additional tariffs and other factors. A fresh rumor from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman says that the next Apple Watch Ultra 3 could incorporate satellite connection and a new 5G modem. Gurman says that Apple aims to incorporate a new MediaTek modem, allowing 5G wireless connectivity in its high-end wearable. This new modem is expected to enable RedCap, which is a low-power form of 5G developed exclusively for wearables. Current cellular-capable Apple Watches feature an Intel modem operating on 4G LTE, despite iPhones having 5G since at least 2020 on the iPhone 12. It would also represent the last of Apple's devices to include any Intel components. Presumably, Apple will ultimately develop a wearable customized version of their new C1 modem that was debuted with the iPhone 16e. As for satellite connection, the additional feature will let you send SMS while out of range of cellular or Wi-Fi networks. Apple implemented emergency SOS on the iPhone 14, allowing individuals in peril to text via satellites. Last year, the capability was enhanced in iOS 18, enabling you text via satellite at any moment. This same degree of connectivity is intended to be available on the upcoming Watch Ultra. The remainder of Gurman's claim was about Apple working on adding an eye-enhanced camera in the future Apple Watches, which put us in mind of the wrist-cam watch band that came out for Apple Watches in 2021. We're quite confident whatever camera Apple comes up with is better integrated into the watch body itself. Assuming Apple has the camera ready in time, we'll see the updated and more connected Apple Watch Ultra 3 arrive in September with the revised iPhone 17 range. Import taxes may lead this to raise much higher, particularly if you reside in the United States. Please be advised that this may change. Of course, we do not yet know how much the price will climb, but I am positive that it will do so in the following weeks and months. Given that the Apple Watch Ultra 3 will be ready in 5 months, we will undoubtedly have a better concept of its eventual cost. In the best-case scenario, it will continue at $799, but as previously indicated, this is subject to change. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.